live.
It says we're live.
Good morning. We're live. Welcome to our show. This is the Daily Magic with Laura and Len. Thank you so much, you guys, for coming. We appreciate you. We're grateful that you're here. Without you, we would have no show. So we are just talking about how the days have been. We were wondering, does anybody have any questions about anything from day 1, 2, or 3 so far? If you want to put something over in the chat and let us know if there are any questions, and then we can go ahead and get started. So welcome to the show. Let's see.
My turn?
Your turn.
All right. Good morning, everybody. And hi, Cynthia, Lexi, Larry, Chris. And the other thing that I might add is, are you getting value? Are you doing the exercises? Are you getting value? And I think, anyhow, let me just put that out there. Give us some feedback. Tell us what you think. Is it, Laura, Laura, you know what? Yeah, Laurie, yeah, your sound is scratchy this morning, and I thought it was my speakers. So
okay.
Yeah. Am I scratchy, Chris, or is it just Laura? Anyway, while we're waiting for that answer to come back, today's topic, as you know, we are moving through the book, The Magic, and this is a 28-day program. And we're entering day 4 of the program today. Len, I'm fine. Okay, so yeah, Laura, you're a little scratchy today. You got some laryngitis going on there. Cool. Lexi's getting value. All right. Today's topic is health, and you know, I was thinking about this morning in preparing for today's show. Health is one of the things that we just don't think about very often. In fact, unfortunately, the only time we think about health is when we don't have it. Because most of the time, we just simply take it for granted. How many days of our life do we go through? I'm watching Laura drop in and out here. How many days of our life do we go through where we're perfectly healthy and we simply don't ever think about it? And we just go on with our life. And the reality is, if you think about the law of attraction and how it works, that is a guaranteed recipe for losing your health. And the reason is that we attract what we put energy into. We attract what we're grateful for. And if we're not being actively grateful for having good health, we're going to attract not good health. Sort of by default, the weeds are going to grow. Something's going to go wrong. So the exercise of chapter 4 of this, Magical Health, to me, is really one of the most powerful exercises we're going to do. He who enjoys good health is rich, though he knows it not. Doesn't pay attention to it. Laura, I see you're muted. You obviously made a change. You want to come back? Do you have anything you'd like to add?
Well, you know, can you hear me a little bit better?
I hear you still scratchy, but it may be my speakers. I've got some scratchiness going on this end for sure.
Okay. Well, I have one more thing I can try, but I'll do that as we talk. Yeah, happy September 1st, everybody. Thanks, Lexi, for reminding us that. You know, the last couple of days, I have also been thinking a lot about my health. And I got a cold, and it's been my first for the year. And since it's September, that's pretty good. But I'll have to say, you know, going through today's lesson, and thinking about your hands, your feet. When I did that, you know, I actually did that today also. I know it was for yesterday, but I did that today too. And it just reminded me, you're right, Len, of all the things that, not that we take for granted, but just we don't think about until something is really out of sorts. And so I did find myself thinking, oh, I have a scratchy throat. Oh, and I really had to bring myself back from that thought and replace it with, I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better. And I'm so happy and grateful that instead of me having something for 5 or 6 days, that I was already feeling better after the first day. So, yeah, it's a really powerful thing when we are grateful for our health.
Yeah, it is. It really is. And the other thing is that scientific research has shown that stress and tension are the root of many diseases. So our society has a lot of issues with disease that emanates from the lifestyle of the society and the stress that people are under. And studies have also shown that people who practice gratitude heal faster and are likely to live. Are you ready for this? Ladies and gentlemen, I am not making this up. People who practice gratitude are likely to live 7 years longer. Now, I didn't invent that. I just read it to you.
Wow.
7 years. Okay, so hey, I'm gonna ask you. Those of you who know me have heard this one before. I'm going to ask you to do me a favor, humor me for just a few moments, unless you're driving a car. If you're driving a car, don't humor me. But if you're not driving a car, close your eyes. Just close your eyes. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Take a couple of deep breaths. And let's think about our body. Let's think about health. Let's think about our ability to walk. You have legs, and you can use your legs. You can use them to go to the bathroom and go to the kitchen and go get food and go to the store and go for a walk and go to the woods and go to the beach. Thank your body for your legs that you have, that you can use for all these activities. Because if you didn't have your legs, these activities would become much more difficult. And now think about your arms, your hands, and your fingers. Think about all the things that you can do with your arms and hands and fingers that you take for granted every day and you don't think about. You can open a jar, open the cabinet, get food out of the refrigerator, pop open a cold one. At the end of the day, turn on the television. You can put your arms around somebody, hold them, love them, care for them, caress them. Thank your hands and your fingers and your arms for being able to do that. And what about your amazing sense of taste? You can taste the food that you eat. Thank your tongue, thank your mouth for your amazing sense of taste. Smell things, hopefully things that smell good. Thank your body for this incredible sense of smell that you have. Your sense of touch. Again, you can put your arms around somebody, you can hold them, love them, caress them, tell them how much you care for them. You can feel objects, you can touch the universe. Thank your body for the sense of touch. What about your eyes? Every one of us has eyesight. Some of us have to wear glasses to make it a little bit better, but my goodness, where would we be without our eyes? Can you imagine not being able to see? Can you imagine if you put a blindfold on and walked around for even a few minutes, how difficult that would be? Thank your body for the marvelous sense of eyesight that you have and the ability to see. Thank you for my eyes that enabled me to see everything. And how about your ears? You can hear. You can even hear me. Thank your body for the amazing sense of hearing that gives you the ability to hear me, to hear music, to hear the ocean, to hear a bird chirping in the forest or in the woods or in a tree. And now the most complex and difficult part of your sensory system in your body, your brain. Without your brain, none of these other parts could function. Thank your brain for being the computer that it is, for having the technology that so far surpasses anything that man can duplicate on Earth at this time. And it lets you function and appreciate all of these senses. And what about all the rest of your organs? Things we don't think about most of the time. Our liver, our kidneys, our stomach, our intestines. And we're going to come to our heart in a minute. But think about all the organs in your body that function day in and day out. And you don't have to do anything to make that happen. Your liver detoxifies your body daily. And your kidney filters daily. And it takes care of you. And it even takes care of you when you've fed it too much alcohol or too much ibuprofen. It filters it out and rarely lets you down. Thank your body for all this capability. And your heart. Your heart governs the life of every other organ because it's your heart that keeps life flowing to every other system in your body. Say thank you for my strong and healthy heart. And just take a moment as we come back now and open our eyes to reflect on how much of our body actually does work. And I know that we have some people here that have some issues with certain parts of their body. And we tend to focus energy on the things that are wrong rather than focus energy on the things that are right. So today's exercise, besides appreciating the health that you have, is to take a card and write on that card, the gift of health is keeping me alive. And to read that card several times today. And to appreciate the power that you have between your ears. To be grateful for how much your body does for you and how much your health does for you. And to work on making the things that are wrong with you better by appreciating the things that are right. Laura, anything to add, my friend?
That was incredible, Len. Thank you so much. And I know Lexi threw in there, have you ever considered doing meditation audios? You would be really good at that. I agree with her.
Thank you. The exercises for today are up in the group, I assume. I haven't looked. And remember, every morning, wake up and make your list of, you don't have to wait for this show. If it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, your time, and you wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning, your time, you can wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning with your journal, which you all have a journal by now, I'm sure you do, and you can write your 10 things, and you don't get to do 9, you have to do 10, you could do 11 or 12, but you got to do 10 things that you are grateful for today. And you got your magic rock there, Laura. Mine's over on the table. And you know what? I found, there she has it in her pocket. She was sitting on it. And I found, I did my magic rock last night at bedtime. We're going to do that every night. We're going to pick up our magic rock and we're going to think through the day, think of all the good things that happened today, and we're going to thank the good things, and we're going to pick the very best thing that happened and thank it, thank it, thank it, so that we go to bed with the good things that happened today on our mind. And yes, we're going to do that exercise every day for the next 28 days. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a very difficult decision to make. And we're not going to make it today, but we will announce it tomorrow. If any of you have an opinion, we'd like to hear from you. Post it in the group. We have to decide whether we're going to continue this through the weekend or we're going to break for the weekend and start again on Monday. And I haven't consulted Laura whether or not what her feelings are about whether we should break for the weekend. Right now, this webinar is scheduled for Monday through Friday only. And I could change that schedule. My inclination is to go ahead and take the weekend off, but we don't want to break the gratitude. I'm going to take just one more minute, maybe two more, forgive me. Habits are formed by doing them continuously for a sustained period of time. Now, you've all heard that it takes 28 days to form a habit. It's not true. Some habits form in 21 days and some take 31 or 41 or 51, and every individual is different. The average is around 30 days to form a new habit. We want to form new habits of doing this stuff every day. So if we do choose to take the weekend off, you don't get to not do the exercises over the weekend. You wake up in the morning and make your list of 10 things. You pick up your magic rock at night and think through the things of the day that were good and thank it. Because if you break the pattern, you will not get the maximum benefit from the exercises. You won't form the habits. And what we want to do is form lifelong habits that are going to serve you for the rest of your life. Okay? So we'll announce tomorrow what the final decision is for the weekend. I need to consult Laura. We got Chris there saying let's break for the weekend. I'm okay with that, Chris. I'm okay either way. There are going to be some breaks, whether we do it or don't do it. There are going to be some because there's a couple weekends that I'm not available, but then maybe Laura could do it. I don't know. Laura, we need to talk about this and make a decision. Okay.
That sounds good. We can do that.
Because your decision certainly has a lot of priority here, or your feelings. Okay. So that's it for today, folks. I hope you're going to have a wonderful, magical day. Laura, do you have anything you want to add before we shut it down?
No, just I'm grateful for everybody that's shown up, and I do hope that everybody is doing their exercises, and we'll see you again tomorrow.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, you have a magical day. And don't forget Lunch with Len at 11:30. I'm going to throw in an advertisement here real quick, Lunch for Len at 11:30. And I was asked by one of our members to cover how to make PayPal work. If you have a product you want to sell, or you want to sell coaching services or anything personal and want to know how to get paid, I'll teach you at Lunch with Len today how to do that. And Toxic Talk tonight at 6 o'clock. The topic is, what does the word natural flavoring added mean in your food? The flavor is natural. We will blow your mind.
Yep.
See you tonight. See you tomorrow.
Bye, everybody.
Bye for now.